Frustrated pupils and parents from Tangendlala Secondary School in Soweto are protesting this morning. They say the school building is dilapidated and learning conditions are inhumane. Children are staying home for weeks on end. Heidi Giokos is tracking that story for us and joins us now. Good morning, Heidi. I see you're joined there by a few individuals. What do they say has led them to this point of protesting?
Yes, so I think it's a very worrying picture here at Kwateta High School here in Soweto. And the main issue is the fact that the school is currently under construction and learners have been taught in containers, which really isn't a problem. But the big issue is that this has been going on since 2015. And parents as well as the SGB feel as though Gauteng Education Department should be doing something about this because learners have not been at school for 3 weeks. However, the matrics have been prioritized given the fact that they are going to be starting with their prelims. But I think to get more perspective, we are joined by the SGB, Princess and Thandi. Thank you both so much for your time. Maybe just tell us what your concern is here and why you've gathered and what you want to come out of this.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm Princess SGP of Tangendlala. We are very concerned about our kids. The situation at school is not good at all. It's very bad. And now we want, since from 2015, they built the school, but up to now, the school not properly finished. So we want the department to move our kids to other schools so that they can continue with the building the school. Otherwise, we can't. We are sick and tired to stay with the kids at home. We are really tired of that. So we want them to do it as soon as possible, because now, as you see, it's August, September, October, they're starting to write their exam. What are we going to write because they didn't learn anything? Thank you so much.
Maybe I can ask you, Thandi, have you guys reached out to the department? Have they told you what the plan is in terms of what they're going to do to sort this out?
Yes, my name is Thandi Tomo. Yes, we meet with the department, but the problem manje abakabuyi kithi bas promising ukuthi there is a school esisetladi, but okwamanje bathulile. We are really worried ukuthi kuzoyenzakalani. That's why sicele ukuthi imedia ize izokhulumisana nathi, izobona i-environment yala esikoleni ngoba ibed kakhulu ayithandisi ukuthi abantwana bafunde kulesa sikolo. And another thing the director is said, ucela ukuthi abantwana bangangeneli kule sikolo. And how long abantwana bangeke baze bangene kule sikolo? Si worried ngempela ukuthi ngoba siseSoweto, ngoba abantwana bethu baphuwa ukuthi abantwana bethu bazohlala for 3 weeks bangayi esikolweni. Sicela i-department ukuthi ngempela isiphendule. It's been long time now.
What is your plan going forward? Are you going to head to the district? Are you trying to get the attention of Gauteng Education? What is your plan? Because it seems as though this has been going on for 7 years and nobody's really listening to you.
At the moment, we decided ukuthi siye e-department siyokhulumisana nabo basinikeze ilanga lakusasa ukuthi by Monday sifuna abantwana bethu babuyele esikolweni. We are sick and tired now ukuthi sizolinda manje.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm just going to ask my colleague Balu to just walk with me so we can actually just perhaps show you the condition of this school. These are the containers that the learners are being taught in at the moment. And as much as it looks like it's okay, it's not, Mfundo, because the learners are saying that they can't be taught in this. Most of the windows are broken. The state and condition of this is not the greatest. And the windows are broken, so in summer when it rains, they get wet. In winter, it's cold. And you can just look at the state of this particular container, not the best quality of chairs and tables, and not really a conducive environment for learners to be taught in. And this is why the decision was taken by parents as well as learners to perhaps move out of this and rather keep children away. As you heard Thandi indicating that there seems to have been another school that was allocated for learners, but it just seems as though learners cannot get into that school. We're not sure if it's because the school has not been completed or the learners are just not allowed to be taught in there. I'm going to ask if we can just, I'm not sure how much time we have, Mfundo, but maybe if we can just do a quick walkabout and just show you the actual school, which is under construction. Okay, we are being asked to go this way. Perhaps there's more to show. You can just see the windows on this side completely broken. And this is something, Mfundo, that we've actually seen at another school in Soweto, where this also here, I don't think this has a door. There's no door on that side, so there's also no door on this side. So the state of the containers has also deteriorated to a point where learners are saying they don't want to be taught in here anymore. It's become a huge problem. And we have reached out to Steve Mabona, who speaks on behalf of the NEC of Education in the province, Panyaza Lesufi. He's indicated that he just needs more understanding as to what's really going on, and he will, respond. But I think the big concern here is that learners are not at school and they are not being taught from grade 8 to grade 11 at this particular school. So this is the big problem for them. I really want us to try and get to so you can actually see the state of the school. So just bear with us, Mfundo, but you can see this is where learners are expected to be taught. A complete mess, and the fact that this has been going on since 2015 just shows that this school, this community, these learners have been completely neglected, and that becomes a problem, because if you want to have learners being taught and do really well at school, you need to also put them in a conducive environment, and this is not really happening. But this is the actual school, and according to the SGB, we've been told that last year they came in and they completely broke down the classrooms, and now they've just left it like this. So it's a construction site with containers where learners are being taught in. So the big question is, why has this not been completed, and what is the delay? The SGB is saying that it could possibly be because the contractors left and they have not come back to finish it. So we'll have to get clarity, perhaps also from the Department of Infrastructure in the province, as well as the Department of Education, to understand why this is happening and why this was allowed to continue, with learners really not being able to be taught and to have a proper classroom environment.
No, it will be important to hear from Steve Mabona as to what has happened with that construction and where the contractors have gone to, because at the very least we should be seeing them on site today continuing with the building, but it seems there's nobody there. Heidi, thank you very much for that update. That's reporter Heidi Giokos in Soweto for